we're going to have Facundo. Facundo is in the house. So let me bring him in right now. Oh, I need to assign him as guest number 1. Boom. Facundo. Perfect. How are you doing? What time is it there? It's only a couple hours ahead, right? Oops, you're muted. Something's happening. I can't hear you.
My bad.
Oh, good. I was like, I'm ruining everything. Okay.
No, don't worry.
How you doing today?
Doing great. Crazy day, the craziest week of the year, but I had to
Right?
make it for this. Yeah,
Awesome.
I
Awesome.
found out. I found out like 10 hours ago that tonight I'm officiating a wedding. So
Amazing. Amazing. You know what? I'm not a believer in like just preaching the same sermon over and over, but I am a believer in preaching the same wedding over and over, right? You just don't get the names wrong, okay? So that's
yeah,
funny.
exactly.
That's funny. How many weddings have you
No, but
done?
doing great.
How many
Yeah.
weddings have you
Sorry.
done?
Oh, well, as a photographer, probably 150 or more, but
Nice.
as a pastor, is the first one.
Amazing. That's what I thought because I know like you just got into all this. So that's amazing, man. I'm pumped for you.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we're going to be reviewing one of your videos. Let me go over and look, find the link that you posted. You went through the hard work of captioning this video for me because you are reaching a Spanish audience. So, as I do that, let the people know where you're from and what you do and what you're hoping
Sure.
to achieve with this channel.
Nice. So I live in Montevideo, Uruguay, which is the capital, right, a small country in South America, right between Argentina and Brazil. And so, yeah, so I've been a photographer for quite a few years, but always desiring to get into ministry. And this year, exactly in March, exactly the same weekend that in our country the lockdown started in March, I became a pastor. So my first, I think in one of the last live videos, I said something regarding that. It was a good excuse because I knew from the beginning that I wanted to record and to post on the internet, at least the sermons, but you know, I didn't have anyone like rooting for me. So I felt
Mm.
like, should I? Is it too much or whatever? But the pandemic did the work for me, and
Yeah,
so
yeah,
so
absolutely.
so yeah. And with my personal channel, well, I've I've used it for many things before in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So just now, I'm starting to use the channel for hopefully to complement the ministry or to be a different kind of ministry.
Great.
So I've done travel blogs before. I've done weight loss blogs before,
Nice.
and other random content. Um, so but now I am more focused in this, of course, taking some ideas from you
Yeah.
and all your friends, trying the both things, so like the vlog, and now trying to always include in the vlog like some thoughts, like a theme, an idea,
Right on. So you like the
content.
hybrid model. The hybrid where
Yes,
like you're vlogging your life, there's a clip or there's a sermon, there's a
exactly.
biblical
I
thought.
love that from you. Yeah,
Okay.
because I feel like uh, I'm not going to say that, okay, my life is not that interesting. Of course, many vloggers have gained an audience from not having interesting lives, but just vlogging.
Right?
But at the same time, like if I want to do this more like ministry oriented, like of course I want to have a message, and I want to have like a way to relate the things that God is speaking into my life
Yeah.
through the things that I'm living. And also, I've done a few videos just like sitting down here in my office and talking to the camera. And I'm splitting, like some of those videos are going in my personal channel, depending on the topic, and some of those videos are going in the church channel, depending on what it is.
Right
So,
on.
yeah.
Right on. Cool, man. So, how many videos have you uploaded now with the real like, okay, I'm gonna really try this when involving ministry?
Oh, probably over 10 or 12 in
Cool.
this last month and a half, maybe. I should check that, but
Awesome.
I
Yeah.
think.
So I feel like it took me, and this isn't anything new, but it really took me like 100 videos for me to kind of figure out what I was doing. Like I think like the first 50 videos, you learn a lot about editing, but I think the rest is
Yeah.
you find out about your voice, right? Like I heard somebody even say when it comes to preaching, it takes like 200 sermons to find your style. And I think that's so true. That's 4 years into being a full-time pastor. You're like, oh, okay, this is how I organize a sermon. This is how, and so I think so much of these videos is how are you structuring, the content? What are you including? What you're not including? And so you're in this world where you're doing that with your sermons now, and you're doing that with your vlogging. So I think that's great. And I actually think they complement each other, right? So I think the more you vlog and communicate shorter through video will help you with your sermons and vice versa. So that's actually one of the big motivations I jumped in too, because I'm like, I want to be better at communicating. Let's try this with let's try this with YouTube. Maybe I'll speed up my communication skills. And I think that does help a lot. That's awesome. Okay, cool. So I love that. So again, the hybrid model, for those who don't know, I don't know what else to call it. I call it the hybrid model, where it's vlogging your life. So it's documenting your life. So it's just a fun starting my day, whatever. It's not, vlogging doesn't have to be, okay, I brushed my teeth, okay, now I went to bed, and everything in between. Yeah. But it is like a theme. It's a thematic vlog. And then
I call it vlogging with a purpose.
I love it. Vlogging with a purpose. So I've always said it's documenting your journey and your journal for King Jesus, right? So here's the journey. Let's go together. I'll show you the adventure. So now I don't know what's about to happen either. This isn't planned. But let me tell you my journal along the way. Let me tell you my thoughts. Let me tell you my process, like the things God is doing in my life. I might make a vlog just like that today because we have a Dream Team rally tonight. So I might document the whole process of us having this event, saying thank you to our volunteers, right? I don't know yet. We'll see how this goes, see if I'm not exhausted at the end of all this. Okay, so awesome. Let me play some of your video. Do you know this? I should have told you this before. Did you type in these captions by yourself?
Yeah, for sure.
Have you heard of rev.com?
No, but I'm guessing I should have.
I'm a jerk. Okay, so I think it's more expensive to convert to Spanish, but there is a service out there that, for those who are listening, it's $1.25 per minute. They provide captions. You can literally upload your video to YouTube. Then you go to rev.com. You give them the link. You say, at this link, I want you to put in captions, and they'll do it for you. It's $1.25 per minute. But they also do have a service of translation. So a lot of people say, if you want to reach, like if I speak English, but I want to reach some more Spanish audience, I pay, I think it's maybe $2.50 per minute. And you pay for Spanish to English, English to Spanish.
And let me guess, they give it to you in the format that you can actually put it on YouTube and you can click it on and off?
They'll put it in YouTube for you, and then now that person could just click on and off. And I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
And they'll send you what's called like an SRT file. So then you can actually, what video editing software do you use?
Premiere.
Okay, you can actually import the SRT into your timeline, and it'll show on the video whether they click it on or not, and so you can edit the fonts and everything.
That's awesome. No, it's fine. Still, it was a 10-minute video, so I think it took me like 3 hours. So,
yeah. Okay. Let me answer this question real quick. Does anyone know what streaming software Trey uses? I use Ecamm Live. In fact, there's a link in the description. I get a small kickback, no extra cost to you. Check out Ecamm. I love Ecamm. But yeah, so let's play some of your video. And man, I'm so sorry. But I actually didn't know you were going through that pain. I thought you were going to make a English vlog. I thought you were going to vlog in English and send it to me, or else I would have told you about the captioning service. So
no, it's fine. The thing is that I wanted to show you like something that is actually on my channel. So
yeah. No, I think that's great. But my apologies. All right, you're going to be muted real quick, and we're going to play some of your video. I need to make sure the CC is on. Okay.
No, but on the link I sent to you, it's on the video.
You put it on the video. I don't need to turn on the thing. Got it. That's
because I do not know how to put it in that other format that clicks on and off.
And that's okay because Rev will do it for you. But got it. Okay, so.
Just text.
All right, here we go. All right, here's the video. Let me change the audio so you guys can hear it. I will mute you, Facundo, so you can just... Wow, just found out about rev.com. I'm glad. Hey, look, you're learning something here on Industrey Secrets. That's an actual Industrey secret, y'all. Rev.com. All right, let's play this video.
Mati, ¿por qué estás tan enchastrado? ¿Está rica la comida? ¿O te gustó tampoco que dijiste, vamos a tirarla por ahí por todos
People
lados?
love kids.
Nos vemos. Chau.
That's amazing.
Chao. Muy bien. Chau. Nos vemos. Ya estamos a la mitad del día y me voy a hacer algo que hace mucho tiempo no hago, que es cortarme el pelo. Ayer, en estas imágenes que te voy a mostrar ahora, en la iglesia tuvimos una reunión presencial de oración que venimos teniendo solamente una vez al mes. Era más fácil que la gente se conecte por Zoom. Ahora que arrancamos con esto, teníamos más posibilidades de que más gente se conecte. En la realidad, solamente al principio. En la práctica, el que no tiene ganas de participar de
Okay, I love the honesty. That is so true. People are in and people are out.
la reunión de oración,
Okay, I love you showed where you're at. That's the location, I'm assuming. You can nod yes or no, because I can see you. Okay, perfect. That's location. That's amazing. And I love. No, it's not. Okay, let me unmute you real quick. Hold on. What is that sign? What is it?
I'm showing the date because it's all through the whole most of the
So
week.
I'm dumb and don't know that that word right there is a date.
Miércoles is Wednesday.
I should have known. I learned that in like elementary school. Amazing. Okay. All right.
Because the blog is not chronological, or at least my talking parts are not
I remember,
chronological.
yeah,
with
and
the
you can
video.
tell with your haircut and everything. Got it. And you already set up
Yes.
that context. Okay, great. Let me go back. Now, okay, I'm going to keep playing.
Que está trabajando. La verdad que ya no depende mucho.
Okay, notice what he's doing here.
Presencial o por Zoom. Es lo mismo. Incluso ayer.
Okay, this is amazing because he is talking while providing the B-roll. So many times what people want to do, they would rather, okay, I'm going to talk this whole time with music or no music, and then as a transition, I'll just show the B-roll with music. But it's so much more powerful when you put those two things together. It's amazing to me. A lot of people don't do that. They don't put both of those things in unison. So bravo to you. You're putting both of those things together. A lot of people don't think about doing that. Okay.
Capaz que porque era algo especial, fue más gente que no suele estar en la reunión de oración por Zoom, estuvo presencialmente. Así que, dato interesante. Pero estuvo linda la caminata de oración.
The other thing is, if you have church members like mine, man, I got to be careful here. If you have friends like mine, why are you filming while driving? Rah! So you know what? You're willing to take that heat. Bravo to you. Okay, you want to talk? Go ahead.
No, you tell me if I wait till the end or whatever.
Okay, yeah, let's wait till the end.
I actually...
Just say no. Go for it. Go. Go.
About the driving,
Mm-hmm.
I had a whole segment about explaining the sunglasses looking at the road, the phone was on the magnet, and I was fine. But due to the length of the video, I decided to cut it out.
Good call. You know what? That's amazing. Because there's been times like that where I get context and I'm like, okay, only 3 people care about that context, and they're the 3 people who hate me anyways. So bravo to you.
and we're in South America, so being safe while driving is not a priority.
That's amazing. That's amazing. All right, let's keep going. Okay, what camera are you using?
I have a nice camera, but whole vlog was put it on my phone. Huawei P30.
So you guys, okay, sorry, you guys are saying there's an echo with, oh, there will be. Sorry, okay, that's why I don't have you talk during this time, because I do make an echo. So hold on. What was the camera you used?
My phone. For this vlog.
Okay, in that vlog. Okay. All right, I'm muting you again. We'll talk at the end. I will say this as far as these B-roll shots. I do want to keep going because he mentions your boy in this video, Trey Van Camp, and I was like, oh, look at this. He's so nice. But we don't have enough time. But I will say the B-roll shots, I'm not sure. I can't tell if it was shot with like a, here, let me just bring you on. Sorry, guys. There will be, now there shouldn't be an echo. Go ahead and talk.
Okay, yeah. What was the question?
So what camera are you using? You said your phone and this one. What other cameras do you use?
I have a Sony A6300 that I
Okay,
use
cool.
for vlogging. And then when I'm in my office, like right here, and even now, I'm using a Canon 6D.
Oh, cool. Okay, great. So with and just in case people don't know this, and guys, let me know if the echo is taken care of. It should be. When you do slow mo on the phone, it's easy because you can literally go to the slow mo mode, and then it like makes it buttery. But if you're not shooting in slow mo like on your phone and you have a camera, it's best. What I shoot in is 24 frames per second. That's the natural. That's what you should upload your videos in. 60 frames per second is real wiggly and just looks strange. 24 frames per second. But if you're shooting in slow mo, for the B-roll shots, you change your camera settings to at least 60 frames per second. If you can, 120. And then in post, you slow it down. So if it's at 60 frames per second, you do the speed duration, make it at 40% because 40% of 60 is 24. There's a whole math behind it. You can look at that. But you make it
Don't want to
24
get
frames per second, and then it's buttery.
Yes.
Go ahead.
And the 6300, the Sony that I'm using,
Yes.
is a cheaper camera now because it's kind of old, and it has 120 frames per second in full HD, which you can do it
Yes.
like a 4 times slow mo if you want.
Yes, and this right here, what I'm working on, is a 6300. So shout out to the
Nice.
63. My overheated one was the 64, which they say 64 doesn't overheat. Let me see if it's actually okay now. Yeah, so that's just good practice there. Here's what I would say for your B-roll shots in this sequence. And I do this too all the time. Again, you can easily find videos and say, Trey, you're terrible because you do the same thing. But what I would say is make sure you get shots where you're not holding the camera. So it would have been great for you to set the camera on something and having you walk by it, or way ahead and then you walk toward it, right? Or walk past it. And for those who have drones, that's a great shot. And by the way, a lot of drones, I'm learning this from Casey Neistat vlogs, they don't have to be moving. What's great for Casey Neistat vlogs, he just pulls it up, right? And it's just a still shot, and you're the one who's moving beyond. That like is a whole lot more cinematic than like this drone, panning through things. There's something really good about that. So what I would say to make this even better is to have a locked off shot. You have it somewhere, you're walking to it, away from it, right by it. Because right there you were holding it as you're walking, which I've done a million times. But is that any rebuttal?
No, I do it sometimes. I guess it was the fact that the things that sometimes I just record stuff and then later I decide if I'm going to do a vlog with
That's
that
amazing.
content.
Yeah.
And the thing is that, I've done that. And in the place that we were at that point, if I left my phone like even 2 meters away,
Amazing. Amazing.
it would just disappear like
Good
in no time.
context. Look at me. I'm such a
My
American white boy.
my
So-
wife even gets upset when I use my phone like on my hand in public.
Amazing. All right, so that's good context right there. Boom. That helps the rest of
No
y'all
problem.
who are in a safer area. But yeah, that's great. That's helpful. I love it. I love the music you use. I actually think the audio levels were good too. I can still hear you and hear the music. It sounds like, did you pick up the music, the volume in it when you stopped talking? I noticed. Okay,
Yes,
great.
yes.
Dude, you're doing awesome. I love it. I think it's great. And I love that. I'm not going to lie. I haven't been able to watch a lot of your stuff because I know I can't speak Spanish. So it's just like, well, that, good for him. But that's amazing that you put that in there. So super grateful for that. So great. Any last question? Because if not, we'll move forward.
No, I guess just taking from your advice to the other people. I guess I haven't up to this point. I haven't actually started to talk about the theme of the video, which is failure. I guess I should have put that part earlier on.
Oh, thank you for that reminder. What I would have done is and it's a very Casey Neistat, right? Like to show your kid and having fun. What's great is if you took the first 15 seconds and found a clip from the end and then brought that just to the very beginning and then kind of did some sort of transition, or all of a sudden now you're starting your time off. That's super helpful. So what I've done with like my weekly documentaries is I set up the suspense and all of a sudden I have that rewind music going and then it kind of goes back. So it implies, look, this was me at the end of this week. Now we're going to rewind and start from the beginning. So stuff like that is really helpful. You always want to tease them about, you have to stay to the end because that makes them, they're intrigued a lot longer. Awesome,
Yes.
man.
Awesome.
Thank you. You're doing great. I love having you in the Patreon community. I'm super grateful for your support. You literally said, well, I guess no more Spotify. Like, that's the kind of sacrifice you're making. So I want to make sure I bring you as much value as possible. Yeah, we're still doing good on time. Guess what, guys? My battery's at 12%. So obviously it's charging. It's just doesn't know it's charging, you know? So appreciate you, brother. Thank you for joining on today's call.